This video is for you if you've been experiencing feelings of overwhelm. I'm making these videos as a way to help me, but I'm thinking as well, maybe they can help other people with overwhelm too, so I can test out what works for me and what doesn't work for me in lowering feelings of overwhelm and anxiety and low mood, and trying to find things that make me feel a bit better. So one of the things that is said is good for feelings of overwhelm when your nervous system has just got too much going on, and that's to get out into the air. It doesn't matter that it's cool and muddy, and it's very muddy where I'm walking. It's a way of getting out. You breathe a bit differently, you're using your muscles, and those are all things that tell your nervous system that actually getting out and moving is what's helpful for reducing those feelings of overwhelm and getting the nervous system back into balance. And I'll just show you where I'm walking. This is the Knavesmire in York. And as you can see, it's a muddy path today. So when the nervous system is in overwhelm, it helps to get out. But if you haven't got a dog and you haven't got another reason to get out, the nervous system can fool you into feeling that you'll be safer off staying in the house, staying in your home where you feel safe. But in fact, it helps when you get out and the nervous system begins to recognise that these normal activities like going out are safe activities. You feel safe and your nervous system responds and just can reduce those feelings of overwhelm a little bit. So I thought making these videos would be helpful for me. My name's Sarah, by the way. And I thought I could share the videos, and if you wanted an excuse or reason to get out, have a walk, stretch your legs, breathe differently, you don't even need to watch the video. You can just have earbuds or headphones on, and you can come with me on my walks, and you can test out the different things that I talk about. And it would be fantastic if you could comment below the video and just let me know how feelings of overwhelm affect you and what you do to help yourself, and maybe also what doesn't help you. And I'll see if I can remember to let you know when I'm about halfway through the video, so that you'll be able to turn around and know that you've got company on your journey back to your home. It can help knowing that other people are experiencing things that feel just so personal and raw sometimes. So it might be more interesting if I let you see what else I can look at while I'm walking. And it doesn't really matter where you walk. You may not have anywhere that's as muddy close to you, but just to get out. Because when you're in overwhelm, your nervous system can feel trapped. And getting out can just remind that nervous system that actually you are safe. And also you may find that if you walk, it makes you just that little bit more naturally tired because you've been using your muscles, so you might sleep better at night as well. And the ideal is to get out in the early morning to reset the circadian rhythms so that your brain knows when is morning, and as you go through the day it will know when it's time to sleep, and you'll sleep better as a result. But you might be able to tell from the light this is already the afternoon and I've put off going out. And procrastination will be one of the things I'll talk about in a future video. But it has really helped me to know that I can share these fairly recent experiences of overwhelm, anxiety and low mood. And I can share them with other people and get feedback from you, know what's worked for you, what hasn't worked for you. And maybe we can all take some steps to feel better and to enjoy life a bit more. So it'd be great if you could subscribe to my video channel as well, because then that will make it more likely that other people who experience overwhelm, anxiety, low mood will find these videos and may get some help from them. And as you walk and listen to me, just notice other things too, like the feel of the ground under your feet. And the feel of the breeze on your skin. And the sounds, I can hear birds around me. So please excuse the amateur nature of my recordings. I hope they will get better. And I'm probably just coming up to about halfway along my walk. So if you want to turn round and go back now, that might be good timing. So this is the return route. So you'll know that you'll have company all the way back to your home. Because it just helps sometimes, doesn't it? To know there's somebody out there who might be experiencing maybe not the same thing, but something similar. Something that doesn't feel very good. And they do say that rather than trying to deny the feelings of overwhelm or almost forcibly push them aside, it's better to acknowledge that you're having those feelings, because it's so tempting just to see them as just awful, awful feelings that you want to get rid of. But that tends to put the nervous system under more stress and strain. It makes the feelings part of a threat to the nervous system. So your nervous system, your brain, and your spinal cord and all your nerves in your body want to keep you safe. And when your very symptoms become the threat, then it can be the case that you get in this vicious circle of feeling awful, which creates the fear, which creates awful feelings again. So, moving on from that, just acknowledge how you feel when you're not feeling so good. And just realise that those feelings are part of your experience at the moment, and they will come and go. And there will be times when they'll be worse, and there'll be times when they'll be feeling a whole lot better. And the purpose of my videos is to find ways to help myself and to help you feel better more often than you feel worse. And so over time you forget that you ever felt this bad, and you just begin to feel just a little bit more in control of things, a little bit more open to the good things in life and the joys of life. So acknowledge the feelings when you get them, but also, and it's why on our journey out here, what I did was to suggest that you notice the things around you, like the feel of the ground under your foot, the feel of the air on your skin, the temperature of it, how your skin feels, any sounds around. There's traffic here as well as the birds. Anything you can smell on the air. So you get all your senses working on experiencing what's happening in the present moment. And the more you can concentrate on those things, what you can see, the different colours, the sounds, the sense, the feeling underfoot, the more there's less room for the mind to go off on its future excursions and imagining all kinds of futures that probably won't come about. And even if while we're walking you notice that your mind is zooming off to other things, you can just gently remind yourself that you're here to walk and to experience the walk, and just notice the feel under your feet. Look around, see the things around you, so that you're rooting yourself in the present moment. And with these little steps, the steps that we're taking on our walks, and the steps that you're taking with your brain and your nervous system, you'll start adjusting your experience so that you experience more of the things that you want to experience, which are the good feelings about living, and fewer of the feelings that you don't want, that aren't useful, that don't feel good. So congratulate yourself for getting out. or if you've been listening to this at home or watching this at home, just decide that tomorrow morning you're going to take this video out on for a walk, and you're going to have a short walk and listen to these words again and have the experience of walking while you're listening. And then you'll feel so good that you did. I'm definitely feeling better that I have got out. Had this walk, recorded this video, and it has given me just that sense of achievement. As I said, small steps, but they all help. And if I find that making these videos is useful, and if I get enough people commenting and subscribing to make me think that, yeah, there are other people who feel like this and would find this kind of thing useful, then what I'll do is I'd encourage you to make your own video channels, and if you want, I'll record some videos showing exactly what I've done, what equipment I use, how I've set it up, so that you can learn much quicker than me with my trial and error, although I am watching lots of other YouTube videos that help me along the way as well. And we can get more people finding things that feel good and give a bit of a sense of purpose and enjoyment. So if it would be helpful to hear about the things that I'm doing in setting up this channel, then let me know that in the comments as well. And I'll be really interested to read what people say and to find out if they like more of these walks. And I live in a lovely part of the UK. It's a city, it's York, but it's quite a compact city, so good for walks. And I can record some videos of some nice parts of York. So if you'd be interested in that, let me know in the comments, and I'll make sure that I do more videos of just some of the interesting places in York and the places that maybe people don't know about or see them a little bit differently. And then you can play the video as an accompaniment to a walk, so you feel there's a purpose in you getting out. If you need that purpose, you may not need that purpose, and you may feel good about getting out without having a good reason, just because it is good for you and your body. But if you need that excuse, that reason to get out, then this is probably as good a way of any to do it. So I'm now just coming to the end of my walk. So that's my final view. Let me know how you're doing, and I hope to see you next time.